It's Liz Mozocco in Audio Technica Studio C, and for the first time, reaching you from our brand new Studio C. We're so excited to reopen the studio today, and we're excited about the band that's joining us. Somebody they've been here actually several times before, but this is their first time playing in Studio C at the radio station. Red Wanting Blue is here. You can applaud for that. So welcome back. Welcome back, Scott, Greg, Dean, Mark, and Eric. We're excited to hear you guys play today. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, thank you for having us.
Why don't we just give everybody who's listening a taste of Studio C and start off with a song?
Sounds good. So you're off in Neverland. Couldn't wait for Peter Pan. When do you know it's never the same when you're on your own? And do you miss me and think about all the times you could have kissed me but never made a move, neither did I. My birthday cards, drizzle with crayon and letters on Valentine's Day just to say hello. Way too shy to say what I wanted so badly to know. And by the way, Veruca, do you remember flying to heaven with town? Or staying up late waiting for Godot?
I'm just a friend.
I want a larger role.
I'm just a friend.
I never told you though.
I'm just a friend.
Well, cast me in your show. I wanna take back all the times I never told you.
I'll be there for you.
Take back all the times I couldn't hold you.
I'll be there for
The Saturday night premiere for your career. Tell me how you're disillusioned about all the makeup and what they make you wear. Did they cut your hair and all the lipstick? It's a little much on your lips. I wanna rub it off with my fingertips. No, they look so much better when they're completely bare.
I'm just a friend.
I want a larger role.
I'm just a friend.
I never told you though.
I'm just a friend.
Well, cast me in your show. I wanna take back all the times I never told you.
I'll be there for you.
Take back all the times I couldn't hold you.
I'll be there for
For you. Yeah. When you're dreaming big tonight, don't forget you're all alive. Sleep easy, baby. Rest easy, baby. You've replaced your name with fame. Sleep easy, baby. Rest easy, baby. I wanna win the girl before the name.
I'm just a friend.
I want a larger role.
I'm just a friend.
I never told you that.
I'm just a friend.
Well, cast me in your show. I wanna take back all the times I never told you.
I'll be there for you.
And take back all the times I should have shown you.
I'll be there for you.
Sleep easy, baby. Rest easy, baby. You've replaced your name with fame. Sleep easy, baby. Rest easy, baby. I wanna win the girl before the name. Sleep easy, baby. Rest easy, baby. I wanna win the girl before the name.
That was Red Wanting Blue on the Summit. Studio C, the reopening of Audio Technica Studio C today, and it's so great to see all these Summit members here in attendance. Everyone's so enthusiastic today. You guys sound great in the studio. Band sounds great as well. Welcome, guys. And that was Audition from the new album. That's the song that you guys played on your network television debut a few months ago on David Letterman. Tell me about that.
It was amazing. I don't remember any of it.
Everything went black.
Yeah, I don't know how I got through it. No, it was great. It was amazing to be a part of it. The big thing I remember we all took away from it was really cold. He keeps the studio
I've
really
heard that
cold.
from a lot of bands, that it's freezing in there.
Yeah, 48 degrees. And you say it's not that bad, you're like, oh, that's not that bad. But when you're there for like hours, after a while you're like stomping your feet, like, oh my gosh. And it was 100 degrees outside that day, so it was strange.
Now, how much contact do you get to have with Dave? Is it just that little moment where he comes up on the stage and says, hi, thanks?
Yeah, I want to let everybody, I don't want to blow the myth that we've created, but yeah, it wasn't much. It wasn't a lot of time. I'm gonna spill the beans. No, when everyone else got to see us meet him, that's when we met him for the first time. So, and pretty much the last time, yeah. He tried to buy Dean's drums from him, and then split, and he took off. He was great.
Well, you guys were on Letterman, and then you were also on VH1 recently too, the Big Morning Buzz, and you played that song for them as well.
We did.
And the interviewer was asking you if your name was related to any political viewpoints.
Yeah. It was early there too. So I was a little worried about that question. I was like, oh, because I remember saying something about burning presidential masks, and that we don't do that. But then I was like, I probably shouldn't have said anything about burning anything.
People get confused sometimes,
No.
Not a political name, but were you guys? Where were you? I think you had Tuesday night off, right? So were you watching the proceedings?
We were watching. Yes.
You guys are from Columbus, and I think you said you guys are all living there now. So. What did you think about the whole? And I'm not asking necessarily your political viewpoints, but I thought it was interesting that it really came down to Ohio.
It did, yeah.
Did you feel any kind of Ohio pride?
I did feel Ohio pride the morning after, in the sense, I actually, during the process of the whole election, I wound up falling asleep, which is, we're never home, We're never around, so to be able to like lay around and actually have pajamas on and just chill, it was exciting, and I fell asleep. I got it.
It's
I didn't watch it.
Red Wanting Blue in Studio C today, reopening our Audio Technica Studio C. This is their first time in the new space. It looks great. I think it sounds great. And I want to ask you guys about your stuff, too, because one of the first times I met you guys, you brought me all this. You were at, I think, Big Fun in Cleveland the day before, and then you brought us all this stuff to the station. We were like, what is all this?
You loved it.
And it was, it was awesome, but it's just so funny. It's like, I thought you were going to bring your stuff today for the studio setup, but you guys have all kinds of interesting, like, owl lights, and I believe that's a light bright behind you.
That is a light bright. It's a light bright.
How did that start?
It started with, when you're playing small towns across America, a lot of them don't have gift shops, and when this is all you do, you're looking for a souvenir to take back with you. And so it started with, we're up in Marquette, Michigan, and let's go to the, Salvation Army and see what we can find, something to walk away with, whether it's a t-shirt or a lamp. And we actually found a great set of lamps that are not here today, and we have taken them all over the country, and they're pretty rough looking now. So we kind of laid them out to pasture here lately. But they're all souvenirs, so they all mean stuff. They're all stuff that we've picked up from the road, and that's these are the souvenirs that in our trophies, and so we don't really have much of a house to put them in because we're always on the road. So we put them up here, and it makes us feel comfortable, and it makes us feel more at home.
Well, it certainly, I think, is making everyone here feel more festive about the studio today.
It helps. It does.
Yeah. Red Wanting Blue and Audio Technica Studio C, and let's hear another song.
We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love to make up the difference. big balloon. We are survived by our wreckage, and it will tell all kids what a mess you made while we were gone. We kill ourselves just to pass the time. We blow out our minds to unwind, and we leave everything for a legacy behind. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love to make up the difference. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love to make up the difference. I hear the roar of the dinosaur saying gotta get back on track. And Father Time says on Mother Nature's behalf, it breaks your daddy's heart to watch you break your mama's back. We kill ourselves just to pass the time. We smoke out our lungs to unwind, and we leave everything for a legacy behind. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love to make up the difference. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love to make up the difference. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love. Gotta make a difference. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love to make up the difference. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love. Hey, we gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love. It's gotta make a difference. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love. Gotta make a difference. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love to make up the difference. We gotta give it up. If that ain't enough, well, we'll use love to make up the difference.
All right. That's great. Thanks, guys. Red, Wanting Blue in Audio Technica Studio C. I haven't mentioned the show yet. I don't know why, but you guys are playing a show. You're playing tomorrow night at the House of Blues in Cleveland. I guess I haven't mentioned it because it is sold out. So
It is.
if folks are listening and they don't already have a ticket, then you're probably not getting in. But you guys just announced a New Year's Eve show for the Kent stage. So if people haven't heard about that yet, I believe tickets are available already for that one. And of course, that's coming up December 31st at the Kent stage.
Very cool.
So you guys will be ringing in the new year with us here in Northeast Ohio.
It's exactly where we want to be.
Yeah. It seems like this has been a really big year for you guys. And, you know, we talked about David Letterman. You guys really are, you know, a lot of bands will call them indie bands or independent bands. You guys really have been for a long time, independent. In fact, you just signed to a record label, I think, like 2 years ago. Is that right?
Yeah.
So how has that process been? Have you felt like that's helped you guys?
It absolutely has. I'm a stubborn guy, and that's probably why we've been independent as long as we were. And I think that, you know, we had a lot of horror stories from other bands, and so there were reasons why we decided to be as independent as we could be, you know, and we felt like we could do it all ourselves, and I think we did a really good job of it too. And it wasn't until, it was just kind of kismet for us that we ran into Fanatic Records. And they found us, and they share a lot of the same ideals that we have, and they're still very small, so we felt like it seemed like a really good match for us. And otherwise we would have, you know, probably still be, you know, as independent as we were before.
Yeah.
So
I was kind of curious if any major labels had come calling, because just, you know, from the first time I saw you guys, I couldn't believe that people knew every word to your songs, and just your fans were so passionate, and there were so many of them too, you know, and I just thought this is the kind of band that you would think the major labels would be really looking to sign.
that's a good question. I have no idea. They don't know anything. We gave them the wrong address.
Yeah, they all came knocking, and then they all left.
We've talked to some before. And,
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, we like who we are, and we like what we do, and we like where we're from, and to be able to do that, it sounds, you know, to those who have no idea about being in a band and doing this kind of, making a career and a life out of this, it's those types of things, those decisions, those choices, and they do come up. It comes a point where you can decide, do you want to do that or do you not want to do that? And we were, you know, we're stubborn, and like I said, and at the same time we've seen enough from our friends, and we've learned from other bands, and so we just thought the road that we would take would, you know, my mom says the slow and steady pace wins the race. So I'm going to give her that one.
Well, you guys have been around for 16 years now, is that correct?
Oh, that's so slow. That's a slow one. That's terrible.
So you've been working on it, and no, you really do have wonderful fans, and they're so dedicated to you guys. And I was immediately, when I saw that, I was like, we got to play these guys on the radio, because we don't have to do any work. They already did it, you know? It's like we don't have to start this at all. People have already come to you guys and are already fans. So
we owe a lot to Ohio. You know, Ohio has been our backyard for, you know, since we started, and so it's tough for us, because everywhere we go in the state has been so supportive that, you know, I would love to call Northeast Ohio home too. You know,
Yeah.
I'd love to call you know, all over the state, because we get so much support. You know, here, very, very, very much from the summit. So thank you,
that's
Liz.
great. Thank you guys. How about one more song?
Absolutely.
Okay, Audio Technica Studio C, and it's Red, Wanting Blue on the Summit.
Our lips, our hands, our hips, and nobody would disguise. We've got a heavy situation here. This is the first song of our new life, and the beat in between you and me, we need to keep it going all night. Even though your heart makes me nervous, playlist every time. Even though your heart makes me nervous, even though your move drives me wild, better know your love's on my playlist every time. Baby, will you work with me? 'Cause I can't do it alone tonight. Paralyze my lips with your fingertips. Girl, I'm in need of love tonight. And there's a heavy situation here. This is the first dance of our new life. And the beat in between you and me, we need to keep it going all night. Even though your heart makes me nervous, even though your move drives me wild, better know your love's on my playlist every time. Even though your heart makes me nervous, even though your move drives me wild, better know your love's on my playlist every time. Baby, baby, baby.
Red Wanting Blue in Studio C on the Summit. Show is tomorrow night. That is Friday night at the House of Blues. It is sold out, but there is a show coming up at the Kent Stage on December 31st, New Year's Eve, with Red Wanting Blue. You guys sound great. Very first session in our brand new Audio Technica Studio C. I do actually have a couple of thank yous. I want to thank Todd B. for videotaping this. I want to thank Jim Bethel and Andy Dolson from Musica for helping us get prepared here sound-wise. And especially want to thank Skip Somerville from The Office Place. Skip's team basically remodeled this entire room, and I think it looks fantastic, so let's give him a round of applause. Guys, we're so glad that you were able to come back here and play for us today. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right, it's Red Wanting Blue on the Summit, Audio Technica Studio C.